Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today we are gonna be messing with new screen setup for my playhouse here. Over a year ago I moved here to my playhouse where I now live all the time instead of just the weekend, and I had a 2-screen setup in my apartment when I lived there, and when I moved here I just threw up 1 screen, and that has been bothering me ever since that I only had 1 screen. I wanted 2 screens, and as I'm a rather big Lenovo fan, I got myself 2 new Lenovo screens. I have never had Lenovo screens privately before. I had them at work. We use almost this model at work. We use the 27-inch model at work, and this is the 28-inch model. I made sure to buy some that was a little bit different from what I use at work, just so that well, no one could accuse me of nicking them from work. This is the ThinkVision S28u-10. I don't know what that 10 stands for, but it's in the name. So let's unwrap this and see. And these weren't that expensive, but well, 2 of them, it adds up. It kind of doubles the price. So we of course get the installation manual here. Let's not read that, it looks boring. We get a sticker here. The EU, it's very important that thing is power efficient. So this screen is a A, and it could have been an A plus or an A plus plus or an A plus plus plus, but it's an A. It uses about 28 watts and about 41 kilowatt hours annually. I don't know how much you use your screen if that's the case. We get a power cord. This will work with Danish and German, I know. Probably a lot of other countries here in the EU has the same plugs. So we're not gonna use that right now. Comes with an HDMI cable, which is really unfortunate because as this is a 4K screen, I really need a display cable, and that doesn't come. Then it comes with a stand, tiny little stand. So I am not going to be using that because I'm going to be wall mounting it, and so that's, you could just see it. I suppose this goes up into the screen, and this goes there, and you tighten that screw, and oh, you have a screen. So yeah, not much. You can I'm sure you can push this for, and yeah, you can. It's very hard. But it's not adjustable in the height. There's a little bit of a cable thing here, so you can put the cable through there and down, but a non-adjustable screen mount, Lenovo branded. So yeah, there is that. We could maybe see the mount when we get the screen out, but that's about what we have at the first layer here. Then we get down to the second layer, and that's where the screen is. And okay, we can already see that mount here. So if we were to install that would go right in there, and there is a push button to release it again. And yeah, I expect that would be a very quick install, so kind of cool. Screen is here. These has become very lightweight, so one hand, no problem. They used to be very, very heavy. They are not anymore. So let's get this out of the wrapping. They made it easy. You can just kind of break this. There, and there is the back of the screen. It's very minimalistic in the design, black, not the white Apple colors, but minimalistic in black. So we have the power cord, and this will go all the way from 100 volts to 240 volts AC. So this will both work in the US and the EU. So awesome. Oh, and the rest of the world, so no problem there. And this monitor comes with an HDMI and a display port, and then it comes with audio out, which will become important in not so long. Otherwise, there's not much to it. There is 4 very important holes right here. This is for a VESA mount, so that you can mount it. And as I started out, I have these mounting that I want to put on my wall to hold the screen up, and those will fit in the holes here. So I mount this to the wall and this to the screen, and well, there's a standard for how the holes are placed. This is actually for a TV, and it will hold a TV up to 42 inches, so this is way overkill for what I needed. So that's the VESA mount that will do that. So, and it's black like the screen. So yeah, that's cool. 28 inches 4K. I already bought 2 4K monitors a couple of years back, and at that time I forgot to make sure that they could be wall mounted, and it didn't have anything to wall mount it. It only had a stand mount, and I did use those screens for quite a while, but for some reason I retired the screens. I still have them. I used them for other stuff. They were cheaper brand. This is more expensive brand, even though this has become cheaper because the monitors has dropped in price ever since. This is not a gaming monitor, this is a business monitor. It does not have all the fancy features that you use for gaming. It's more like an office screen, big one. We're gonna be mounting this on my wall, and yeah, it looks very minimalistic. You can kind of see there's not much to it. There's a few buttons and there's a good big screen. But this is also where I'm gonna be admitting that I have cheated a little bit, because I have already mounted it on the wall, and I actually took it down from the wall so that we could unbox it and you could get a first glance of how it looks. The boxes were there. I'm gonna throw, I probably have to keep those feet around so that if I ever want to get rid of it, I don't need to have the mount. So the mount is sitting where it needs to be, and I have bolted it to the wall with 3 screws, so that's not going anywhere. It's a pretty good wall. It's fiber drywall that it's mounted to, so that is perfectly good. And the screens does not have speakers, which is really bugging me. Why do they not have speakers? But let's mount this, and we'll get it up and hanging there again. I need to do a bit of cable management, as you can see, so I guess this video will also be partly me cleaning up these bloody cables, because that does not look very cool. So this mounting for a TV is way too big, because I'm using those holes in there, and I have been arguing with myself if I should take an angle grinder and cut it down. But really, when the screen is hanging there on the wall, and even if you go out to the very side, oh, you will see it there, but until then you won't see it. So yeah, as is, I'll keep it because you don't see it. It's black on black. So I just found some of the specs. I don't know if anyone is interested, but that's the model number, and it has a 28-inch IPS module in there. That's the 4K resolution, 60 Hertz. It's not, that's not a lot. I hope it does better than that in some of the lower resolutions. But as I'm not a gamer, that really does not matter. For watching YouTube videos and what I do, 60 Hertz is more than fine. Viewing angles, okay. Pixel sizes, pixel density. I was looking at this screen. I was looking at the 27 inches, which we use at work, and then this 28 inches, and I read that as the one at work, the 27 inches, had like 16 million colors, and I saw this one and thought, whoa, this only has 1 million colors. But then I realized that's a billion colors, so this has a lot of colors. I don't think I'm gonna be counting those. Yeah, other stuff, maybe this is important. It has a display port 1.2, HDMI port 2.0, and yeah, and October 2019. So this is so it's not a year old yet. Okay, so as they're not as heavy anymore, it's a lot easier to mount them. And the screws were included with the wall mounting kit here, and I tested this. I took these small screws and I finger screwed them in the screen all the way without the washer here, to make sure that they wouldn't go in and break anything inside of the screen. It's a flat screen, so you know, if the screw is too long, it will be poking out the front. That ain't what you want. You want it to sit there, but you don't want it to break anything. So I loosely made sure that the screw could go in all the way. Then I put on the washer here, and there is also this steel over here which is has some thickness. So I'm good to go. And I'm just gonna be putting in starting with a couple of screws. It's gonna be impossible for me to show. I probably could, but it's not interesting. And I have the first one there. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere, but let's change the camera angle there, and we can put in the second one there. It's not heavy at all, so it's one screw will do the job. I'm sure we're gonna put in all four. I put in this mount first, and then when I put on the second one, the second screen over there, I realized that this one is upside down, which I didn't see before that. These cutouts, you are meant to put the screen down onto it, and yeah, you can't do that when they're this way. I am never gonna use that, so I thought that I would just don't care. And you know, you're the only one that knows, so don't tell anyone. So when you're screwing delicate things like this, I like to use hand tools instead of having a drill or a electric screwdriver, because, well, you don't get the same feel for it. That is mounted, and that's of course the really easy way, because everything else was already fixed. When I got this screen, it took me a couple of hours to set this up. So down here is my little computer behind all the weird cables, and it has the loudspeaker on top of it, because the screens doesn't have a loudspeaker, which I kind of knew, but I was hoping that they just forgot to tell about it in the commercial stuff. And this is the Lenovo Datacenter M93, and this is a tiny computer. It actually has two screen output ports. It has two display ports coming out the back here, one here and one here, and they of course go up to each screen. And then we might just plug this back in, and I actually found that it could kind of do some cable management, get it a little bit out of the way and make it look kind of okay-ish. So this display port can go up here and tuck in there, and you can kind of put the cable up so that it's tucked away so you don't see it from the front. And also the same thing with the power cable. Plus I have a webcam on top, which is this wire. I took it down for deceiving you. It's here. It's kind of dusty, but it kind of sits up here, something like that. It's actually very dusty. So that sits there and the cable goes down, and I need to fix that. Okay, so now we are about back to before I started taking things apart to do this video. And then, well, this is kind of how I sit when I'm comfortable. I am left-handed, so the mouse is here, the keyboard is there, and I do like this, and I sit there and I edit video and stuff. So yeah, let's turn this on, see if it works, or if I broke everything. Big flashy Lenovo logo there, and the screen is on. We can move our stuff over there. Awesome. I am getting old, therefore the glasses, so I don't run these the highest resolution. I don't run them 4K. You can just see the resolution that I'm actually running. Oops, came over there. And that's the resolution that is called 1560 times 1440. I kind of like that resolution. It's the same resolution that I run on my screens at work, but that's because those screens can't go any higher than that, and these can, but I just turn them down a little bit so that they so that I can see what's on the screen. I know that I can increase everything in size, like text and stuff, but there are just some older programs that are bloody not compatible, and that becomes a problem, and then everything is tiny. At the moment I'm running that resolution. Before I put those screens up, I actually just ran the one in HD 1920 times 1200, so that resolution I kind of like that one, and this is similar. As I said, they have no loudspeakers, so I have this thing, which is it's a little purchase. This is a Bluetooth speaker. Let's just unplug it. You can take it and you can take it to the beach. It has a built-in battery, so you can just have it there and you can turn it on. There it's on, and you can connect to it from your phone and shut up, and it will play music, and that's all good. But it has a line-in connection, which I then use. Put in a cable there. Nothing in the other end yet. Yes. And it has a power connector, which means that when I connect the power connector, which I take from the mini PC over here, just USB power, it doesn't turn off, which is awesome. When it's on battery, it stays on for a while, and then it turns itself off to save power. So, and it's a little bit noisy, so this has to go up into the screen. Here we are at the back again, and this cable is not that long, so I should get a longer one. So let's call this temporary, and it's a bloody, yeah, guys, you know what this is like, trying to get something in where you can't see. There, it's in, and everybody is happy. And okay, I'm trying to do some of the cable management here. This is not my expertise, but the idea is that they're all together and they go down, and I could kind of put a cable tie around them. I have this Velcro stuff that is really nice, so you don't have to cut anything. You can just unstrip it if you want to redo it. I can really recommend those. Kind of have a few of them. So, but the power cable for this one over here is too short, so that's the one that goes and stretches to just get into that one, and I need to so I'll be stretching that. Okay, I'm really going all in. Look at this. This is the white charging cable for the loudspeaker. I replaced it with a black one. Don't come and say that I'm not cable management here. It's about as good as it gets. This has been wanted a year, so it's really nice to have it. Oh, it doesn't look that great on the back here, but I have tried. And oh, we could turn this on. Didn't get this fixed very nicely. It would be nice to have it hidden away underneath here. I should probably be working on that. Have like a box on it, can go under the cover. This cable out here, which is another problem, it goes into my server PlayStation in here. Yeah, but this looks rather neat. USB stick, Bluetooth thingy. So kind of a weird video of me just improving my setup here. I have wanted two screens for quite a while, and as you know, I'm a big Lenovo server fan, and I thought that, well, I might as well go with a couple of Lenovo screens. Now I should just consider replacing this Logitech equipment. Lenovo PC, Lenovo screens, little speaker. If these Lenovo S28u are any good, I'll let you know in a couple of years, see how it works out. They come with 3 years of warranty, which is awesome, but yeah, that is really something you hope you're never going to be using. So, well, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.